I hear this every day. I just want to lose some weight at the belly and turn my arm fat into some muscles. Okay, cool. But what if I told you that it doesn't work that way? So the fat cells in your body and the muscle cells are two different types. The fat cells do store fat, and the muscle cells do create force. Lipid, which is the scientifically correct term for fat, is stored into fat cells. Lipid is used in your body as an energy source, protection of your organs, thermal insulation, and vitamin transporter, and not for building up muscles. The only way it can build up muscles is by giving your muscles energy while working out, which is again pretty unlikely because the favorable source of energy during moderate to intense exercise are carbohydrates, so for example fruits or rice. Your body, on the other hand, as we saw before in a previous video called the protein myth, builds muscle by putting together amino acids to get a muscle protein. There's no way fat can be turned into these building blocks, but too many amino acids resulting from excess protein intake in your diet can be, on the other hand, stored as fat. So in order to build muscles, you need a calorie surplus. Therefore, you need to eat more than your body actually needs. While on the other hand, the weight loss process, as we saw in the video called How to Lose Fat, needs a calorie deficit. So while building up muscles, it's very likely that you will even store some fat. And while losing fat, it's very likely that you will lose some muscles. Now you may say that you know some guys that just started training and they look like they've been building muscle and losing fat at the same time. But this is something different. They have not turned fat into muscles. They probably were in a small calorie deficit in the beginning of their training, meaning they've eaten less than they need. So they lost fat and in addition to that built up muscles. So they didn't change the fat cells into muscle cells. And this process is, by the way, only possible while being a beginner or on steroids. So turning fat into muscles is not possible. You have to realize that fat and muscle cells are two very different things. On top of that, building up muscle needs a calorie surplus. Therefore, there's a high possibility that you will even gain some fat. The same goes, by the way, for losing weight. But if you just started out, it might be possible for you to build up muscles and lose fat at the same time. And if you're a more experienced gym goer, this will not be possible. Unless, of course, you're a guy liking needles.